I don't know if I can play that song. Alright. That's fine. I finished up prep anyhow. Hi, how's everyone? Switch over to the game real quick. I had a split moment of frantically reaching for the quick pause button on my keyboard. It's like, wait, I don't know if I could play that shit. Like, it might be good, but I don't know if I can. I might get my ass VOD muted. Anyhow, how's everyone? Doing good? Not anymore. We've been... Yeah, so I was playing this game a little bit earlier with friends. Am I still in their party? No. Okay. Did I... I only gained like a level. And you're still not leveled up. That's fine. Yeah, I was sort of going to the gold saucer as a joke. You know what? No. That's really useful. I didn't know you could click it and change that. So would be local time. Teleport. I want to teleport. Where do we want to be at? Falcon's Nest. Where's Alpha now? Sorry, he was having an existential crisis and we just sort of left him to go, gambling. Hi there. Hi there, child. Sorry, I had to go... I had to go do gambling. When I said I wished to speak with you after the conference, I confess I envisaged rather happier circumstances. If anything, however, this latest tragedy makes the need more pressing. There are things I must say. Not to the Warrior of Light, or even my fellow Scion, but you. Lore, my friend. But not here, no. But of course, the intercessory in Dragon's Head is still open to us. Let us go there. They cleaned up the blood pretty fast. Wait. Camp Dragonhead. We're skipping all that. Oh no, my gill went. The digit changed. I am saddened. So the reason why so much funds magically seemed to disappear. I was at like what 800,000 gil when we last played. I spent a shit ton because I couldn't get dress material very easily. I basically spent a shit ton of gil on dress material to make a dress. Me and a friend went making a dress, and it basically costed me like 1,000 company seals and a shit ton of a gil to get, because the random drop of the dress would have been too much of a hassle. I was making my friend a dress. Ooh, blue liquid. Is that like mixed in with ether? Wait. You know, just in case. Never be too cautious.
Forgive me. That took longer than expected. You seem puzzled. Oh, these. I thought something warming might not go amiss.
Dude, my character just got roofied. They might be a little paranoid.
It was not all that long ago that we sat here, you and I, in our very own falling snows, as Lord Horshvon called it. I still struggle to believe he is gone. And Azelle too. I had such hopes for her. Master Matoya asked me what it was all for. Why we fight. And why we die. Were I still commander of the Braves, I would doubtless have replied, for the future of Eorzea. But I'm not that man. Not anymore.
You're not a man at all. You're like 15.
I needed a new answer. One that I could live with. And when I saw Estinian at the ceremony, I knew at last what it was. I do not want to be a man who sacrifices his friends and family for a cause. I want to fight for Estinian, and I want to save him. When Nidhogg leads the Horde into battle, Ser Emeric and his forces will do what they believe must be done. That is their choice to make. Yet even if Ser Emeric is willing to forsake Estinian, I am not. We must fight for him, for he is our friend and ally. We may struggle, we may fail, but we must try.
A naive sentiment, but let's rock with it. We've done crazier. You'll figure it out.
We will. I know we will.
Gave us a little dialogue option there, too. Thank you, Lore. It is unfair of me to burden myself in this manner, time after time. But I am glad that you permit me, nonetheless. You are my true friend and ally. Though not all of our fellow Scions will support our stance on Estinian, I have faith that we will win them over in due course. Such is the infectious power of hope. Right. That is quite enough solemn introspection for one night. I think we would both benefit from some time in the company of Tataru. She stays for us at Forton Manor. Let us not keep her waiting any longer. Other traumatized bean. Grab her face and rub her cheeks like a dog. I'm going the wrong way. I could teleport, but I'm penny pinching, you know? Without my 800,000 gil, I will starve. Let's go over to... Well... Yeah, here's a Forton Manor. I was thinking, like, let's go to the Forgotten Knight. Because that's where Tataru normally hangs out, but there they are. Yet again, we all walk an all too familiar path. I'm reminded of when we first came to this manor. Lost and uncertain, we were granted succor in our hour of need. We were saved, and now it is our turn to return the favor. Hear, hear! Let no one say that the Scions don't repay their debts. After all, what kind of people would we be if we forsook our friends? If we stopped looking for Ida and Papalymo, or gave up hope of bringing Menphilia back? Though she knew it would cost her dearly, Menphilia reached out to us to deliver a message. She believed it was imperative that we understand the nature of, the true nature of this star, of the rift between Zodiac and Hydaelyn, and of the Askians' aspirations. But for all that has been revealed, I cannot shake the suspicion that there is much we have yet to learn. In any event, I think it is time we step back from the fray and carefully consider our next course of action. It will not be easy to turn this tragedy to triumph, but we will find a way. We will. We will. Sorry, I'm warming up, all things considered. Hellfire armor of... Alright. We'll grab that. Not enough inventory space. Fuck! Learn the emote battle stance.
Of all the ways for it to end.
Here, I'll let this auto advance so I can drink, well...
Even before his transformation, I could feel the worm's hatred swirling about Estinian. The terrible, all-consuming rage.
I am full of death wish coffee.
Enough to
Yum.
fuel a 1000-year quest for vengeance. It was all I could do not to run away screaming. But Ishgardians, nay, all Eorzeans, are made of sterner stuff. They face danger and death on a daily basis, and understand what it takes to win a war.
Think not too deeply on Master Matoya's words. Her intent was but to steal our resolve.
I disagree with the old coot.
That, and to remind us to look beyond these passing conflicts to trials greater still. To the truth which hides at the heart of this world.
So that's your aim, is it?
I can't
You
aim for
disapprove?
shit. My eyes are bad.
Not at all. I believe it's traditional for the student to follow in the footsteps of the master. And you are so very alike.
I like how... I know it's not supposed to be like that, but I do like the animation. Like, she slightly narrows her eyes. Like, the fuck you mean by that? Oh shit, you exist. Oh, get counter-spied on, bitch.
Change. That great inexorable wave was upon us, and soon all of Ishgard would bend to its will. For all our sins, for all our scars, the future for which we had long yearned was at last within our grasp. But it would be bought at a heavy price. For in those twilight hours did Nidhogg cry out for vengeance, and his brethren raise their voices for the final chorus of the Dragon Song War.
Heavensward, the gears of change. Count Edmond de Forton? God damn it, why did you guys... Caution, Ida, that is all that I ask. Do not be so eager to place your faith in them. Not until we know more. What is going on with them? Oh, let's pop a couple of these. Oh. A key stuck a little. It's a little loose. That's fine. Really slamming that A key. How many staves do I have? No wonder my inventory gets randomly filled up sometimes. I'm packing a bunch of staves I don't need. Keep my blood in a different container. I think, yeah, so 7 inventory slots should be good for now. Monsieur Scarson, it is well that you are here. You're wanted within. I believe Master Alphino wishes a word with you. Oh, I hardly noticed we even teleported. Or, no, we didn't. We just came back here to speak with, Tataru. We didn't teleport. We were here the whole time. My bad. Lord, there you are. Have you a moment? There's something I'd fain discuss. I must ask you to recall the events which unfolded at the peace conference, though I dare say you would sooner forget them. My mind returns again and again to the moment that Needhug appeared before the crowd in the guise of a Stinian. It was a sight that chilled the soul, but one which gave me reason to hope that our friend might not be beyond salvation. When you described his fateful transformation as his law, I feared him lost forever, but the mere fact that some semblance of his former self endures must surely account for something. Alas, I have no evidence to support this impression. Thus I did turn to Y'shtola and Kryl for a more empirical appraisal, and full glad am I that I did, for it seemed that they have some observations of their own to share. The ladies have saved us a table at the Forgotten Night. Shall we go? Excellent. Let us not keep our honored colleagues waiting. Oh, yeah. mm, hmm. Yes. This seems good. I saw a random Hrothgar.
We have kept
You got
waiting over long,
glomped.
I fear.
Ah, more dialogue. That's fine. I'm okay with
Not
drinking
to worry,
more coffee.
Alphino. We had some rather
I'm waking
fine
the
mulled
fuck up.
wine to keep us company. Truth be told, you could have delayed your arrival a few moments more.
Gibrion got the spicing just right this time. His latest batch is not only delicious and warming, but soothing to the humors.
Thank you,
Indeed.
random NPC.
But 'twas not to soothe our humours that we gathered here.
Ah, no, quite right. The matter of that poor dragoon.
You have discovered something. A means to save him?
Lamau, no. Yeah,
Let us not jump to conclusions, shall we?
we have
Assess
learned
the
that the only
facts
way
presented,
to save him
then
is to
make an
kill him.
educated analysis, as you were taught.
Pray, cast your mind back to the moment of Estinian's transformation. Do you recall how you described it to us? You spoke of the sudden pangs which racked his body when you took up both of Nidhogg's eyes, and of how his form was twisted thereafter into a shadowy semblance of the Great Worm.
When he appeared at Falcon's Nest, the worm's eyes were fused to his mail.
Would that only his armor had been corrupted. Snaking forth from the eyes, I descried dark tendrils which entangled his very being. His ether has been all but smothered.
Then he is lost to us forever?
No, just very
What did
soon.
I just say about jumping to conclusions? Y'shtola clearly stated all but smothered. As I later discovered, her impression matched my own. Though Nidhogg's presence filled my mind's eye, beneath his seething aura, I sensed the merest hint of something else. And after listening to Y'shtola's observations, I became more certain of my suspicion that the something else I had sensed was, in fact, the trace of a different will, submerged in the sea of Nidhogg's rage.
You mean...
Yes, 'tis like that Estinian spirit yet lingers.
Can we not wrest him from Nidhogg's grasp, then? Tear the eyes from the armor?
That's
We
what
know
I'm
not if
wondering.
that would serve to separate Worm's soul from man's. None have ever attempted such a feat.
Should it offer even the faintest hope of success, then by the gods, I shall be the first to try.
Alphino. By all means, hold fast to your hope, but be mindful of the dangers. Even should you succeed in excising the eyes from the dragoon's mail, we have no way of knowing if your friend's soul would survive so violent a separation. And that is to say nothing of the possibility that his would-be savior might become Nidhogg's next host.
But what other choice remains to us? Should the opportunity present itself, I will tear those foul orbs from Estinian's armor and trust in the resilience of his soul, even at the risk of mine own.
Oh, I hear a train coming.
Ah, I found you at last. A messenger of the Temple Knights came to the manor some few hours past. The Lord Commander humbly requests the company of the Warrior of Light and Master Alphino.
Sir Emmerich would speak with us. Very well, thank you, Onawa.
'Twould seem duty calls. Pray see to yours, and we shall return to ours.
Alright. Sorry about that.
Thank you, Y'shtola, Kryl. Your words have given me hope where there was none. Come then. Sir Emmerich awaits.
Alphino is allowing his feelings for this dragoon to cloud his thoughts. I worry he may do something rash. Keep an eye on him, would you?
I'll try, but I might be enabling.
They think more of their friends' deliverance than their foes' defeat. But will history commend their fealty?
Shut the fuck up, Midgar Sormer. Get back on the shoulder. Uppies.
The conference.
Come on,
held at
Midgar
Falcon's
Sormer.
Nest
Uppies.
was to be a celebration of the reconciliation twixt man and dragon. But the lingering shade of Nidhogg, clad in the flesh of the Azure Dragoon, did mark the occasion by spilling the blood of his own kind. A timely atrocity to remind the children of Ishgard that the Dragon Song War was far from over. And when fear gave way to fury, the call to arms rang out anew. Death to Nidhogg. Death to Nidhogg.
Well, conveniently, these two places are right next to each other. I mean, I'm a little curious. Let's open this shit up. Alright, let's see how this looks. Oh my god, that's so pretty. This is very pretty. That said, I want to see if I can... It might be well beyond my power to do so, but... okay. Another time, then. Ooh, spice cider. Might Sir Emmerich perchance have received word of a Giovanni in advance? Or mayhap they have located a that is to say, mayhap Nidhogg has been found. Come, I would hear what the Lord Commander has to say.
My friends, I thank you for coming.
You have had news of Nidhogg?
Alas not. Our scouts range far and wide, but they have as yet found no trace of the Great Worm.
We dispatched an elite unit of dragoons to reconnoiter the churning mists, but even they returned empty-handed.
A pity.
Fear not, Alphino. We shall see the worm again soon enough. His words at Falcon's Nest attest to that. Indeed, he is like to come sooner than we would wish.
I assume Ishgard's defenses are being bolstered as we speak?
With all haste. I mean to call upon every able-bodied warrior at our disposal, from the Knights of the Four Houses to the men and women of the Watch. But I did not summon you to discuss strategy.
Oh,
What then
key
would
change?
you have of us, my lord?
I will speak plain. Now that Nidhogg is possessed of both of his eyes, no mortal force we can muster will repel him. That being the case, we must needs recruit an ally of equal strength.
You speak of Hraesvelga?
I do. To whom else could we turn?
That he is Nidhogg's equal, I do not deny. Nor can I name another. But convincing the reclusive creature to do battle with his own brood brother will be... how shall I put this?
It will be no small undertaking, yes. Estinian's report was most particular about Hraesvelga's unwillingness to involve himself in the affairs of men. But much has changed since your visit to Somal. And if there is even a chance that the dragon may be swayed, I must plead our case. Whatever price the dragon asks of me, I shall pay it. Such was my oath, to defend the people of Ishgard. Come what may, my friends, the battle with Nidhogg will mark the end of my tenure as the acting head of church and state. Will you help me discharge this final duty?
We will, my lord. Though I fear our involvement offers no guarantee of success. Come then. We will depart at your leisure.
Thank you. Both of you. The city is yours, First Commander.
My lord, we shall pray for your swift return.
Let's just check in something real quick. I was listening. It grieves me to impose upon you in this manner, but you of all people understand the threat we now face. It is no imposition, Sir Amric. Dolor and I, Ishgard is as a second home. After the many battles we have fought and the bonds we have forged, the plight of your nation has become our own. If there is aught we can do to aid in its salvation, then pray impose all you must. Your true friends. Shall we be about our task then? We have no way of knowing when Nidhogg's shade will strike, but we must assume that time is not our ally. Indeed. With that in mind, I have taken the liberty of dispatching a messenger to inform Mistress Tataru that you will be escorting me to Somnau. I confess I did not provide the exact details of our destination, as they are yet unknown to me. We will summon Hrisvelger at zenith in the churning mists. Ere we begin our ascent, however, I think it best that we pay a visit to Annex Trine. You seek an advantage in the coming negotiations. I do. I would consult with Vidofnir. I propose this is in part out of concern for her condition. Were she to succumb to her wounds, it would have grave consequences for our alliance. That apart, she may be able to provide insight into her sire's current state of mind. Well reasoned. To the Dravanian Forelands, then. I'm just serving for absolutely no reason. Look how fucking pretty we are. Oh, above us. How's your back? I know Stynia blew your back out, but... tis the warrior of warriors and her companions. What bringeth you to mine abode? Pray forgive us for disturbing your recuperation, Vidofnir. I hope your wound does not pain you overmuch. Didst thou imagine me close to death? The thrust was deep, but not mortal. I will heal in time. Full glad am I to hear it. You were the guest of honor at our conference, and we felt it our duty of protection. On behalf of Ishgard, I apologize unreservedly. I am a dragon full grown, and thou thought to protect me, mortal. I was tempered by the fires of battle ere thy great-grandsire learned to crawl. Thy words do remind me of a knight whom I called friend some 1,000 years past. He swore to defend me from harm and hardship. Would that we could return to that era of peace, when man and dragon knew such comradeship. without our every effort to do so not undone by some ancient rancor. For truth, there can be no peace while Needhog's shade yet lingereth. That much is plain, yet we lack the strength to banish him. Thus do we make for Som'au, to beseech your aid, the aid of your sire once more. Folly. Thou knowest as well as I how you will answer. Trace Velka's heart remains unchanged then. A pity, but if it is folly to hope, I am content to die a fool. As hath ever been the way with thy kind. Go then. But be warned, the Shade's presence hath driven its minions to frenzy. Thank you, Vidofnir. It shall disturb your rest no longer. Oh! Huh. So the crit is like 48,000? Huh. I'm not sure how useful that would be. Though I expected no better answer from Vidofnir, I take little pleasure from having been proven right. 'Twould seem that our presence at Zenith will be every bit as unwelcome as I had anticipated. But what is the ire of one great worm to a trio of self-confessed fools such as ourselves? Let us begin our ascent. After you, Master Alphino. Scout ahead if you wish, Lore. We shall join you outside of Mogholm. You think I'm going anywhere? Blamau. I'm curious, I've never been to, These are apparently good. And, like, important. I'm not sure how many people queue to this. Now, did I accidentally teleport to Annex Shrine? My bad. I heard tales of the world above the clouds, but never did I dream one's minds paint the pale picture of its majesty. Few live to see such wonders. I'm reminded of my first visit to this peak, when Estonian and a sail yet walked at our side. Kupapo, is that you, Lord? Oh, if it isn't don't tell me you've forgotten my name, Kupo, after all we've been through together. But at least you remember me. You do remember me, don't you, Lord? Do I have a dialogue option? Will be funny. We'll just choose one. Moglin? How could you mistake me for that overstuffed throne warmer? I'm Moglin, the courageous Smoogle who has guided you to Zenith, Kupo. But putting our shared history to one side, what brings you and your friends to Mog home, Kupo? Oh, another audience with old Hrace Velger. Well, I hope you brought the horn, Kupo. With the winds as gentle as they are, a good loud toot should reach the Great Worm's ears easily enough. That is good to hear, Moglin. Thank you. We had best press on to Zenith while the winds are in our favor. Well, that was unexpected, Kupo. Chieftain Moglin will want to hear about this. Yeah, I'm not sure in how many people are queuing up the binding coils. That's why I haven't done them. I think last time I tried, it just, like, no one was queuing for it. Which is rather unfortunate, because I heard it has a decent story. Alright, chat, should we give it like 10 minutes? I mean, we can. But I'm not entirely sure how we want to go about that. No, I could just skip all this. I mean, we can check some things. Huh. Hippogriff leather. Interesting that Coerthan tea leaves are used. Just checking some crafting things while I futz about. I mean, we could check what works for like wyvern skin. Wyvern skin, FF14. I want to see what drops it, because sometimes cloud would. Okay, just anything called a wyvern for the most part. I mean, we can find Dravanian. I mean, while we wait, we could honestly go searching for wyverns. Get that wyvern skin. Yeah, you might not want to watch this. Midgore Sombra, you might want to look away for what I'm about to do. Wait. These don't count. You don't count either. I wonder where these guys reside. Blood dragon. Those are dragonettes. Trying to find wyverns. We found some drakes. I'm wondering where the wyverns be. Wait, was it near us the whole time? Nope. I think we checked these guys already. Does this have any inhabitants? Not that I can see. Cloud Avis. See if there's any wyverns here. That's a neat little nook. Some cool dudes, however, you're not going to be giving me anything I need. That's another dinosaur. We're finding just about every type of creature except a wyvern. kind of funny because there are like 3 types of wyverns on this like map apparently. Finally. I was like, oh, I could swap to Red Mage, but that'd be too low level. Popping both light speeds. You are not what I wanted. You're a tougher guy. You really love applying poison. Fuck it. The regen's healing me more than the dot. I don't need to move. Stand and fire, DPS higher. Stand and fire, DPS higher. We could fight. That's fine. You can die. That's your prerogative. Also mine. I'm here for wyvern skins. I need myself a couple dozen of these. Let's go. Stand and fire. I kind of want 10 wyvern skins. Really goes to show nobody's queuing for this shit. Wyvern wing. Blep. He who funny barrier go burr. Fuck it, every buff. I don't care. Two more wyvern wings. I want the leather. Hitting you with a brick. No, nothing. Nothing. Come on. I want your skin. Give me your skin. Give me your skin. I need your skin. I have a hankering for skin. Give it to me. Give it to me. I'm very hungry, and I would very much appreciate it if you gave me your skin. We can give it a few seconds. Your skin, please. Give it to me. Come on. Give me your skin. I want your skin. Thank you for your skin. Have a nice day. We're gonna unqueue from this because apparently there is just simply no one's doing this shit. Absolutely no one wants to do Bahamut. Hello, Alpha. Now, I was out there wyvern hunting. Perhaps.
Great Hraesvelga, 'tis not lightly that we beg this audience. Pray hearken to our words, for they concern the future of man and dragon both.
Greetings, Hraesvelga. I am Emmerich de Burrell, acting ruler of the nation of Ishgard. I am come before you to parley on behalf of my people. You foresaw mine intent.
I know you a bitch.
Lis echt niet hek kasmun ikin Lis nuan jas an es in Salem mon hanesh Ndai in Stapol I ani niet hek Shin hes iso Al nofa is Set Orsk kom I niet hek kin an Nosk de gan en
We understand that in your despair at man's betrayal, you seek only the refuge of solitude. But despite your protestations of spent faith, Do you not still nurture the smallest flame of hope? I do. If you claim I see falsely, then tell me, why did you consent to bear Rizal upon your back?
Because she was a cutie patootie.
So you do distinguish between those who acknowledge and repent their sins and those who perpetuate them. Interesting. It seems to me that you have not, in fact, lost faith in mankind as a whole. Rather, you weigh our respective merits by how we allow the past to influence our future.
Should we suffer ties of blood to bind our hands, then? Nay, if the crime is one of unconscionable evil, we must needs condemn it, even should the transgressor be our closest kin. When my father corrupted himself and his followers with the power of a primal, I beseeched the warrior of light to slay him, an act alike to patricide. That he did not die by my hand matters little. If anything, it heaps greater disgrace upon my name. But had my father not fallen, he would have drawn countless thousands into a holy war of hellish proportions, which I hold the greater crime. Thus did I order his execution, sparing the lives of my people and yours. Alas, your brother Worm now prepares to murder those whom I sought to spare. What is more, he has taken my comrade's body for his own. But if I must slay my dearest friend to defeat my direst foe, I will not flinch from my duty.
Jesus Christ, Amaric. Oh, tiny worm. I think this speaks harder. Ah, a test. Well then. I believe I spied a wyvern landing just outside the palace. It is doubtless one of the children of whom Hrisvelger spoke. Come, my friends, let us not keep our escort waiting. Oh, did a bot pop? Oh, you cheeky little shit. You're trying to avoid the fucking Twitch. You're trying to avoid the goddamn Twitch. Like auto ban shit. I'll kill you. Ban. Go to hell. That does beg the question. Let's go to the stream manager. How many of these things have been blocked? It seems the auto mod hasn't been needing to catch too many, but one slipped through the cracks, so. We've only had the one. My broodmates and I will bear you to the place of your trial. Make your preparations. Well, in for a penny, in for a pounding, am I right? Sorry. Fucking stupid. Well. There we go. Making sure they know, they do swap out the cards. Yeah. Bro. Whoop. Yep. Okay, fuck it. There we go. Played it fairly dicey. Uh... Whew. Actually, you know it. Let's clear out. Yeah, I don't think we need to burn anything on this one. Just want to point out that the dragons look cool.
Slay on.
Oh. Uh. And there we have it. Thank you, big dragon dude.
Tam in und sieh's not. Swore as fina. Stiska ikim. El en in an. Sedgar initek. Taishi S-I Isa.
Oh, my poor ribs. That was a painful reminder of a great worm's might. And had he truly meant to harm us, we would not be standing here now. Plainly, his intent was to teach. His onslaught forced me to recall my training about the speed of the dragon, his balance, his blind spots. And it was, in short, a very thorough lesson. You beat the fuck out of me! Ow, 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 ow. Lord, let me begin by congratulating on the completion of your trial. For one with a name more befitting a jester, you fight with the savagery of a rabid demon. Do you see how my wings are kinked? Even my palm aches. After this drubbing, I fear my loyal subjects will have to bear the load of my personal chores for quite some time, Kupo. Possibly indefinitely. What? And I told you about Lord's trial. I didn't mean for the rest of us to suffer. That's triple shifts for you, Magin. Triple? But that's not fair. There's no justice, Kupo. Not at all.
Our negotiations proved rather more strenuous than I had anticipated, but the results seem well worth the effort.
No. Yeah, we have.
The battle was indeed hard won. Thank you, my friends. I would never have earned Hreysvelga's cooperation had you not seen fit to grant me yours. 'Twas your stalwart heroism that moved the heart of the Great Worm at the last. Any gratitude I can offer is but poor reward for your continued service to Ishgard.
Twould seem our final reckoning with the dread worm is at hand. I only wish we had some inkling as to when he means to strike. Oh, gods.
The cry heraldeth his coming. Nidhogg's shade hath taken wing.
It has begun. We must away to Ishgard.
How unfortunate that we're still tending to our fucking wounds. Ishgard will not last long against Nidhogg and his horde. We must away. Oh, and we are immediately jumping into it. No, you that. Oh wait, that they are. That. It's almost full.
I must return to my city without delay.
Hey, and empty your inventory. It's almost full. Look, I can't just keep going back and forth with Smiggles forever. Okay. Look, Omni Crafter, shit. When Zaf finally gets into the game proper, we might finally be able to form, like the, Eorzean Baker Society. And get a company chest we can unload all our crafting shit into, but... Also, hello, I'm streaming at a somewhat reasonable time.
Remember your training. We hold fast
Very
until the Lord
acrobatic.
Commander returns.
Or you could pay for more retainers with real money. Lamau, no!
Ugh. We must hold.
Yeah, put it into work. Yeah, maybe you guys should have adopted Charlayan astrology a little sooner. Just saying.
Reinforcements! By the Fury, that one is the size of Nidhogg.
Lord Commander!
You are late, Warrior of Light.
Fuck you, Artua. Be calmly walking with big dick energy. Excuse me, the Warrior of Light is always on time. They always arrive precisely when we intend to. Look, excuse us for not being everywhere at once. Excuse us for changing the fucking tide of battle, okay? This is a domestic dispute. Also, gotta say, new outfit looking nice as hell. The heels really add to the cutscene. We need that, right? I have the shield, Lord Commander. Why the fuck did you do that? Lord Commander, I had the armor. Fuck off. We gotta kill this guy Alpha now. Oh my goodness, that dragon got fucking suplexed. You need that, right? That's important. Take the last of my hormone. Wait, what the fuck? Little did you know I gouged my own fucking eye out off screen. Wait, are we absorbing all of that? We got half of a Horace Velger in our body right now. If half of us can beat half of you, you know, we just need the other side to pick up the slack. The final steps of faith now accessible. Wait, do we just... It'd be very funny if it's like, let's... I'm done. Goodbye. Wait a second. I see you. Leave. Yippee! 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 Sorry. I'm stimming. Oh wait, sorry. We have to use the controller for the... What you want? Can I fucking help you? Hmm? Oh, this might not be one people queue into all that often, because it might have, it might be unskippable. I say this after a singular minute, by the way. It's likely fine. It takes 3 wyvern skins to make a leather. How many are we getting? How many do we get for this? I have to kill a lot of wyverns. Oh yeah, I made sesame cookies. Some al tart. Yippee! Look, I may have been ruined by the Manderville, but I'll ruin you worse. Wait. This seems like a bitch to repair. I mean, at least there's, like, the lower part of the structure that you can build up from. At least you have that. Like, imagine if it was just, like, 2 holes straight down. You know? Where it's like, How the fuck would you even do scaffolding for this shit? Say, really? You want to do scaffolding? I mean, I guess you could do it from the segments that were already built, but yeah, this must have taken a while to build to begin with. Kind of really goes to show the grandeur of Ishgard when you think about it, because like none of this looks like easy to build. Well, at least it's sturdy enough. Okay, so in terms of structural integrity, I don't think this is the greatest because we have a section of the bridge that's just sort of held together mostly by itself. Like this we're standing on a stress point now. Because the only thing supporting the weight of this section we're standing on is the, like, lower section. Whereas, like, this section of bridge is, you know, is connected to other shit. And that section of bridge is also connected to other shit, like, you know. Just general, vague engineering knowledge. I'm not an engineer, so I'm kind of just spitballing and talking out my ass, but you know. I look at that shit and go like, that probably physics bad. I mean, with the sheer size of the structure, I think it's probably fine. I mean, it's probably still good. But, I mean, stone's heavy. But then again, it's stone that's like supporting the. How thick is the lower layer? Now that I think about it. It's like, cause this is a lot of stone to support. Nice little trees off in the distance. Oh look, you could see that fort that I love to throw myself off of. That's a neat little touch. Actually, this is all modeled pretty well for like a temporary instance, cause like, here, let me pick up the controller to put us in the third person. But like, but I do like how you can easily identify a lot of bits of this place. Where it's like, okay, you have Ishgard, and then obviously this is the bridge that you use to enter Ishgard. And then you have that little fort over there off into the distance where you basically had a impersonator priest having people kill themselves. And that is, I think, the like the. That feels wrong placement-wise, but or am I wrong about this being where like the like astrologian dude is? Jenna Quinard's like uncle and shit. Let me unclick this. Man, yeah, it really doesn't seem like anyone wants to, like, boot in for this one. I wonder, cause it might be like how Ultima was. You think a barrier would work? Sorry. My brain processes shit. We're now on 10 minutes. Would it be worth it to have NPCs for this? Could I get NPCs for this? Oh, you can't even. You need people for the bosses. I do appreciate how you have I do like how you have the various characters for this. You have just a random dragoon guy. Though also notably, you have, I guess, custom classes for Alphino and Amric. Or is it just titles? Oh, you have Knight, Dragoon, Banneret. Actually, I noticed that if your they have Ishtola as a DPS. If I guess that's if you're a healer, she'll be a DPS, and if you're a DPS, she'll be a healer. That's neat. I wonder what other... Scion Thaumaturge, Scion Lancer. At least these have like actual classes. Oh, that's neat where you have Storm Marauder, Flame Thaumaturge, and Serpent Lancer. Oh wait! It's like these same... It's like the same 3 people. And their looks evolve as you go further and further through the story. That's cool. You could see them like growing up with you, more or less. That's neat. And then they become scions again when you're here. That's so neat. That's such a good touch. Where they're like, no, we have these 3 NPCs that will... Man, we are really waiting this one out. Would it be worth it to grab a cup of coffee? Do I be right back? You know what, chat? Be good. I'm going to quickly run off and pour myself another cup of coffee while we wait for this queue. Now, I sure hope this shit doesn't queue up the second I look away. It would be comedic, but I would hate it. That sweet elixir of Death Wish coffee. I sure hope the queue didn't restart or some shit while I was looking away. Wow, we really don't have no one does this one. Really? Nobody... What the hell? Alright, am I able to swap to a crafting class while this shit is going on? Am I allowed to just build shit? We need raptor skin jerkin. How does one raptor skin jerk? I need raptor skin leather. Where would one acquire raptor skin? Do we kill raptors? Probably. I do not seem to possess any raptor skin. I might be fucked out of luck. What if, perhaps, I waste all of... Okay, no. I could knit... Oh, shit. Holy shit. Come on. Come on. Give that fucker hurt. Wow, I was the first to die. That's fine. We're good. Nope. Really? Fuck it. Yep. Oh. Nope. Oh, oh, fuck. We kinda bad. And by that I mean me. I zug. So many particle effects, I didn't catch that shit. Well, my bad. Fuck. Alright. Look, sometimes you gotta be the one to eat shit several times. Eat shit, it's didn't. Wait, no. That wasn't too bad, honestly. I don't know why people don't queue to that one that often.
Estinian!
Is this to be mine end? Nay, I will not allow it. I am of the first brood. I am vengeance incarnate. I am Nidhogg. Thou shalt die by my hand.
Oh my god.
This is not your hand, worm.
Thou wilt obey.
Holy shit.
I
Estinian.
would ask one last favor of you, warrior of light. Finish me, now, while I have the beast subdued! You waste your time. Kill me! It is the only way! Ending Nidhogg will be my final duty.
No! You can't die like this! I won't let you!
Easy does it. I've come back from hell. Oh, we're seeing shit. We've gone crazy. It has no power anymore. Drop kick it into the chasm.
The eyes! Cast them into the abyss!
Yeah, drop kick those fuckers. Yeet! Rest in piss. Rest in piss. You vile lizard.
He lives. Ah, Estinian, my ill-fated friend. Lucia, summon the healers. I want them ready to receive him.
At once, Lord Commander.
Allow me to do this much, at least.
Alemon integram. Fall in.
You have my gratitude, Hraesvelga. Your deeds this day have saved a great many lives.
Ustra udin instrare. Anhesnesh.
Can I have the eye back? It would be very convenient if I could see again.
One in nest ik an. Keifta.
Did he get all his wings back? Oh, whatever, who cares?
The battle is won. We can do no more for Estinian now than bear him home and wish him well, even as Hraesvelga did. The rest we must trust to the hands of the healers and the grace of the gods.
I mean, I could switch the white mage and just cast benediction on him. No, it's a cutscene. Okay. You know what? Me too, buddy. Or are you thinking coming back here before your wounds were healed? Tragic Yowie? Oh, you're still breathing. You're good. So neat, you can actually see the, like, so yeah, we just had a fucking battle here. Through the haze of pain, I swear I sensed, but no. The past is done and we must look to the future. At long last, Nidhogg is gone. His foul spirit cast out once and for all. I only pray that Estinian survives the ordeal. Your battle with Nidhogg's shade will beget many an epic ballad lore. And rightly so. It was, without a doubt, one of your more epochal victories. Though I must admit, I took greater joy in seeing you emerge from the experience unscathed. And not only for your own sake. Had you not been there to aid me, those infernal eyes would still be fused to Estinian's mail. Yet even with Nidhogg gone, I cannot help but wonder how much of our friend remains. Let us pay a visit to Lucia and beg news of his condition. Master... yeah, Master Alphino, Lore, my honored friend. As if winning Schreisfelger to our cause were not enough, you took it upon yourselves to rid us of his brood brother. I was going to say rid us of Nidhogg, but I slurred my speech. Alright. You've taken it upon us to rid us... Fucking hell, I am so bad at talking today. Ugh. You took it upon yourselves to rid us of his brood brother. I know not how to thank you. My own contribution was hardly noteworthy. The true saviors of the day were Lord Estinian. One triumphed over Nidhogg Shade through the strength of arms, and the other through strength of will. And speaking of Estinian, what news of his recovery? The Asio Dragoon was conveyed to the infirmary, where he now resides under the care of a hospitaller captain. I am told he has yet to regain consciousness. But as you know, Estinian's mind and body were held hostage for many days. We must be patient and allow the process of healing to begin. In the meantime, you do well to rest and recover from your own ordeals. But surely, Sir Amaric is never long from Estinian's bedside, and will send word the moment there are any developments. Now, if I have satisfied your concerns, I believe Lord Edmund and his sons are most eager to celebrate your return. Very well, First Commander. Come, Lord. 'Twould seem that we are awaited at Fortolme Manor. you enter into house for Tom and like the dad there is just like, so I just saw my son operate like a fucking force ghost. Can't you explain that shit?
The heroes of the hour return.
We but did our duty, my lord. It was the memories of fallen friends and not our heroism which saw us through at the last.
I gave every ounce of my strength, but mine efforts would have counted for naught had the Warrior of Light not arrived to challenge the Great Worm. As a sworn knight of Ishgard, I had hoped to do more for my city.
You are doing pretty fine. But also
Well,
still, fuck you.
Heroes, dear brother. Let us put away our pride for a moment and revel in the valiant deeds of our comrade. For your sterling service to Ishgard, we salute you. And while we're on the subject of valiant deeds, I believe I myself have earned some small measure of recognition. Under my watchful command, the ballistas of the Outer Ward struck down a veritable swarm of Dravanian invaders.
My lord's command was certainly watchful. He bravely watched as the siege crews took aim, and continued to watch as countless wyverns met their end. Indeed, the ward's defenders proved so well drilled that my lord had little occasion to stop watching.
Thank you. Absolutely eat shit.
There will be time enough to determine who is most deserving of recognition later. Our friends are doubtless weary from their exertions. I had chambers prepared in expectation of your return. You are welcome to retire at your leisure.
I am most grateful for your hospitality, my lord. But I believe I shall pay a visit to the Temple Knight's Infirmary. Pray excuse me.
Coughs up blood. I mean, Alphino...
Our master Alphino has grown. The plight of his stricken brother in arms pains him more than his own hurts. In which respect he has come to resemble you, warrior of light. Go then. Visit
We just got
Heavensward
bounced
Dragoon,
back from...
and grant him what comfort you may.
We got bounced back from there. It's like, hey, go take a rest, and now we're here to take a rest. And it's like, hey, take a rest. And it's like, actually, no, we want to go back and check up on Estinian. It's like, really? What does a girl have to do to get a nap around here? We're going a little overtime, but by that I mean an hour overtime than I normally do, but whatever, we're fine, we're good. Lord, my friend, what can I do for the savior of Ishgard? You seek Master Alphino. He came to relieve me of my vigil a short while ago. When he begged to sit at Estinian's side, I could not well refuse him. Though he would sooner faint than admit it. The boy must be exhausted by her Svelka's trial and all that followed. Estinian is blessed to have such devoted comrades. Shit. Mine own friendship with Estinian began some 10 years past, shortly after we joined the Temple Knights. I learned his name soon enough, but Estinian barely registered my existence. I was less a fellow recruit and more a shadow which occasionally darkened his path, and so I might I have remained, had fate not seen fit to intervene. While out on patrol, our company was set upon by a dragon, and we are the only two to survive. The experience forged the bond between us, as such life-threatening situations are wont to do. Despite our friendship, he remained an intense and solitary youth, wholly obsessed with claiming vengeance against Nidhogg. Revenge was ever at the forefront of his mind. Revenge for the death of his parents and revenge for his younger brother. I'd venture that in Alphino he sees something of his lost sibling. And in the ungentle chidings of Estinian, Alphino has found the elder brother he never had. Truth be told, Estinian's tactless observations saved me from disaster more than once, and I can understand Alphino's affection for him. He is a friend for whom I would gladly... Lord Commander, your presence is required in the infirmary. Is he... Tell them I am on my way. Quickly, Lord, we must go to him. Yeah, why not? This is the... We have properly finished Heavensward.
Estinian.
Oh. Let me just...
Cease your mewling, boy. It grates my ears.
me. When I saw you awaken, I could not... It was such a relief. We feared you might never wake up.
Now, Astinian. If Master Alphino thought any less of you, you would still be Nidhogg's plaything. Or dead.
Sorry, that just got me. Just shut the fuck up.
Thank you, Alphino. And you too, Warrior of Light. Quite how you managed to persuade Hraesvogr to aid in his brood brother's downfall I cannot imagine. But full glad am I that you did.
Just the first thing he says when he wakes up. Shut the fuck up. Like, damn, you didn't need to do Alphino like that.
I, for my part, owe you an apology. When last we met, I did willingly loose an arrow at your heart. Can you forgive me?
There is naught to forgive, Hameric. You but acted in defense of Ishgard as is your duty.
Also, I was kind of possessed and thought that was the only way.
Minded about it, I would not follow you into battle, nor trust you at my back. Besides, I had come to the selfsame conclusion that I would have to perish for Nidhogg to be stopped. So let us dispense with the hand-wringing. I have heard enough mewling for one day.
Oh.
Okay, I see why people appreciate this character. I know he's had a lot of time at the forefront, but he was kind of always that, like, aggressive guy in the back of the party, but this is good characterization.
But I yet retain some trace of awareness. The worm's mind was as a vast and tumultuous sea. Endlessly its black waters churned, his grief and despair at Ratatoska's murder never calming, never receding. Driven by this surging current came wave upon wave of unrelenting rancor. It was the very image of my own heart. There I saw the dark reflection of the hatred I felt after Nidhogg slew my family, when no path remained save vengeance against dragonkind. Neither one of us had a choice. But I was blessed with something Nidhogg was not. Comrades and teachers to console and admonish me. Had I not had them to gainsay my obsession, it would surely have consumed me as Nidhogg's did him, and we would have been in all respects alike. Though his shade is banished, his spirit scattered upon the sea of clouds, I feel no joy at his passing. Where once I craved vengeance, I now crave rest. Lord Commander, my hunt is at an end. I would lay down the mantle of Azure Dragoon.
My friend.
He has tired himself with too many words. I doubt not that he will make a full recovery, but he must be allowed some few days of quiet.
EP boy.
too must see my path to its end. Sleep well, my friend.
All things considered.
Following the battle with Nidhogg on the steps of faith, Sir Emeric called an assembly that he might make his final proclamation as acting head of state. "'Twas there, with one decree, that the 1,000-year rule of the archbishops was ended, paving the way for a new republic. The governance of Ishgard would now be placed in the hands of high and lowborn alike, their ranks represented by the newly founded House of Lords and House of Commons.
Like
Church
French
was separated
Parliament?
from state. The foundation for change had been carefully laid, and the reforms proposed by Ishgard's new government passed into law without incident. His duty done, Emeric de Burrell gladly stepped down from the Archbishop's dais, only to be raised unto the highest seat in the House of Lords. Though he strove at first to refuse this honor, the unexpectedly strident voice of the Count de Durandare left him little choice but to accept. And so it was that the winds of gentle revolution came to stir. Prominent among the many honored guests at Sir Emeric's investiture were the ambassadors of Dragonkind, a fitting symbol of Ishgard's newfound peace.
We have our good ending so far. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
The people looked on in awe as he
Lucia,
soared
we're
through
having
the
a
heavens
threesome
on
with this
dragon
dragon.
and by
What?
their cheers did they hail him an azure dragoon for a new age.
He got stood up by his gay friend. That's fine, you pierced her back once before. Well, you pierced Vidofnir once before. I'm sure you'll be allowed into the
dragon song rewritten.
into
the
the
din of war, giving way to a rising
into the
litany
pile.
of peace and hope.
We are not holding that fucking thing. On God, we are not holding those reins at fucking all. I do like how this is framed as this guy's... Like, the narrator is just this guy. Which I think is neat. Where it's like he's writing about this story in post. My hand fucking hurts. And that's when a lance is thrown into his forehead. Such a good striking image. Just the like the open window, the flowers, and the helmet. It's very nice. Very good shot. I was gazing out at the sea of clouds, and in an all too rare moment of idleness, when I chanced to behold a certain hero wending her way towards the city on Dragonback. Welcome home, Lore. Nay, 'twas no grave matter that moved me to greet you in person. Between you and me, I merely sought respite from the pressures of office. No sooner do I surrender my role as a temporary head of state than I am burdened with a position of more permanent responsibility. I fancy that it echoes in some small measure the way you must feel with your improbable feats of heroism, rewarded with still more impossible challenges. The myth which guided our society for generations lies in tatters. Am I then to be scorned for building upon the system of nobility that I once sought to tear down? And what strange jest is it that what strange is it, this that places me at its pinnacle, an archbishop's bastard at the head of the House of Lords? But these questions are for me to answer. It is not in man's nature to change overnight. This I learned through painful experience, and it was this hard lesson which convinced me to take the path which we now follow. Even as we rebuild the bridge between man and dragon, so must we reimagine Ishgard, one carefully placed stone at a time. We must remember that it is not for us that we lay this groundwork, but for the men and women that our children will overcome. May their towers rise proudly from the fundament of our legacy. I hear word that Captain Whitecape, that Estinian, has vanished from his sick room. His willfulness survives undiminished. Should you ever happen upon our unmannerly friend on your travels, pray assure him that I shall keep Ishgard safe until he deigns to come home. Thank you, Lord, and please convey my warmest regards to Master Alphinaud. No Ethernet shard? near where we were. Shake my head. Oh, you've been standing out there for a while. You spoke with Sir Amric. I do not envy him in this new position. Ishgard has chosen a new path, but one littered with the detritus of 1,000 years of broken faith. Yet, though her people may stumble from time to time, I know of none better than Sir Amric to lead the march of progress. As for us, there remains the small matter of ushering in a new dawn in the shadow of inscrutable Askian machinations and a seemingly endless procession of primals. But we too must walk our chosen path, no matter how treacherous the footing. In the wake of In the wake of Ishgard's governmental reform, new airship routes have been sanctioned. You may now travel to a selection of distant locales from the landing of Ishgard. They were looking out for the fucking eyes, weren't they? Those fuckers. Ooh, I oughta. Thank you, Blanhers. No, you need not remain there. We shall rendezvous at the usual place. All is proceeding as expected, then. Aye, there is naught to concern us, aside from one overly curious mouse. Good morning. This way. Welcome back to the plotline, Alphino's sister. Him again. It is of no moment. They will play their part, and we will play ours. Sir, you are going to attack a child. And thus did grey mist give way to azure skies, man and dragon rise above, voices joined in song, but beneath shrouded bows, beyond the scope of light, shadow stirs. Floor the horde. I see you, game. Are we not done? Mr. Skjalson, you're come at a most excellent time. An invitation from a truly prominent personage was delivered to the manor but a short while ago. Would you have been present to receive it, but in any event, Sir Amric de Borel, Lord Speaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and Viscount of House Borel, cordially invites Mr. Skjalson to dine with him at his estate. You seem surprised. The messenger assured me that his lord has broached the subject with you at an earlier date, when the arrangements for the peace conference were still being finalized. Of course, the intervening moons afforded little opportunity for leisure. But with the happy advent of peace, 'tis plain the Lord sees no further cause to delay. What say you? I would be glad to accept. Indeed, would you not? You would not. You would forgive me if I seem envious. I shall send word of your acceptance to Borel Manor at once. When you are ready, report to the Astrologicum. They will have someone escort you the rest of the way. I'm wondering where this DLC actually ends. Is there a third storyline? We're playing a dangerous game with the time, but whatever. I'm curious. I wanna see. We went the wrong way. I think what we're wearing is pretty enough, though if we want to be a little saucy. You know what? We can be a little saucy. Let's because we're gonna be changing out this outfit anyhow. Greetings and well met, Mistress Chiasm. You have the honor and privilege to serve as head steward of House Borel, though admittedly our staff is somewhat smaller than those of other noble families, being countable on one hand. My lord will be overjoyed to hear that you have accepted his invitation. As you will soon see, we have spared no expense. I dare say a woman of action such as yourself enjoys nary a moment's respite. Aye, the battlefield beckons even now, I am sure, but for this day we bid you lay down your burdens and raise a glass to peace and prosperity. You look goofy.
To think the Moogles would prove such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn.
Wait, is he coming on to us?
I must say, your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days.
I say this slightly in jest because, I say this slightly in jest because I don't know how Squenix is about straight up having straight up going like, yeah, gay romance for your player characters. I mean, it happens. I just don't know if they would try it with this sort of game. Our character's eyes are locked on him making the
To hear you
drink.
speak of them, there is much
Oh my
and
goodness.
more I have yet
They-
to see. Truly, yours was a marvelous journey.
You'll notice how our character eyes every glass they've... what? You notice how our character eyes every glass they get handed after that one cutscene?
Long and arduous, aye. Not unlike the journey that Ishgard has at last embarked upon, thanks to the efforts of you and yours. By your deeds, you have helped us to lay the foundation for lasting reform. The formation of the Republic is but the beginning, for it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past. I only pray that I live long enough to see us achieve some measure of success, that I might know the lost did not die in vain. I can still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the worm. If you could do that, who are we to balk at the challenges ahead? The question of how best to strengthen ties with the other great nations of Eorzea has been debated at length in the Lords and Commons of late. As you may imagine, maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern. Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind. Of course, we owe you the greatest debt of all, and it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect. The Lords and Commons agree on very little, but not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you. May I ask a personal question? Now that the dust has settled, what will you do? Not as a scion, I mean, but what do you want for yourself?
Ooh, good question.
Lord Commander, pray forgive the interruption.
News from House Fulton?
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay. Master Thancred returned to the manor a short time ago, bearing an injured maiden. Master Leveilleur and Mistress Tataru are tending to her wounds, but they like not her chances. Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
You must go to them, my friend, and I shall go with you.
Take the plate. We're still eating. Sorry, that'd be a bit goofy.
For every ending marks a new beginning.
A new narrator. Who's the one telling the tale now?
From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn, as did she. Only to be drawn unto another battlefield, another cause, as if by fate.
They set her on the fucking couch?
Is that... Alize, Alphinaud's twin sister. She ran afoul of the Warriors of Darkness. I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one. Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. Poorly. I rescued her in the Twelveswood, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Alize took an arrow to the shoulder. It was only after we had made good our escape that I realized it was poisoned.
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Emmerich.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood. We came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect. But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt. She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous. For all our differences, she's as dedicated as any Scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister. To be reunited with her, only to lose her forever. Gods, even to speak the words.
Take heart, Master Alphinaud. She will be attended by our most skilled chirurgeons.
Asuna.
Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary at once. Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation, and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
Wait, don't go. Please, come closer.
What? Why us? There we go, Alphinaud.
The Warriors of Darkness are in league with the Ascians. Slaughtering the Primals is but the first step in their plan. They make for Zelvatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her. You must stop them.
I shall inform the others at once.
Here, we gotta jump these fuckers.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
Of course.
Damn, we're out. We're without the boy. Surely they won't let her. Yes, I know. We must trust in Captain Whitecape and his chirurgeons. Did they not bring Estinian back from the very brink of death? I'm uncomfortably reminded of how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end. What say you, friend? Shall we turn our attention to a matter whose conclusion we have yet the power to influence? So the Warriors of Darkness and Askians are conspiring to bring about Garuda's summoning, that they might put her to the sword. Then, when we first encountered them in Lothas Gnath, they were confronting Ravana. Codsweb, what has this been their aim all along? What do you intend to do, Master Alphino? There's much and more I cannot understand, but I know this: a primal summoning cannot be ignored. LSA risked their life to uncover their plot, and we squander her gift at our peril. Lord, will you accompany to Xelfodal and help me stop the Ixos ritual? Can do. Okay, but can we get backup? Given that Ishgard shares a border with the Ixali homeland, we have a vested interest in the outcome of this ritual. We have been willing to suffer the Beastmen's intrusions in the Coerthan lands to a point, but the summoning of a primal is an escalation we cannot abide. You shall have our fastest airship, Master Alphino. The mountains of Zephotal are not easily traversed, and this endeavor demands all haste. The gesture is appreciated, Sir Amaric, but I fear an aerial approach is destined to fail. This is their homeland after all, and Ixali dirigibles are not to be underestimated. No, experience tells me that the only conceivable approach is by land. I believe it'd be wiser to cross into Xelfodal by way of mountain pass east of Camp's Dragonhead. In that case, I shall send instructions for contingents of camp knights to be placed at your disposal. They will secure you safe passage through the mountains and escort you thence to Xelfodal. Though my men are unqualified to confront a primal, they are more than capable of contending with the Ixal. We shall be glad of their assistance, Lord Mon. In the event Mistress Elisee regains consciousness, we will share with you any additional information she may provide. May the Fury watch over you and keep you safe. Then let us be off. We can procure any additional supplies we require in Camp Dragon's Head. Are we not done with the fucking DLC yet? Man. Please. We have been here almost 4 hours. Is this a secret third storyline? Do we have a whole third storyline before the next thing? What is this? Have you everything you require then? Excellent. To the entrance to the pass is north of Nadaland and due east of Camp Dragonhead. Though it is normally guarded by a score of Ixali's warriors, I have been informed House Fortom knights have already dispatched them. Okay. Does that look like a path cleared to you? Alright. See, the gate is yours. Be advised that our scouts are reporting increased activity around the first mountain. Simply put, they are up to something, and we don't want anyone interfering. The enemy will be thick on the ground. Upon arrival, let us advance and care as we search for the site of the summoning ritual. If the gods are good, we shall only have to contend with the Exalt, but if they're not, we may be forced to do battle with the Warriors of Darkness. Actually, you know what? I'm ending it here. I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting anymore. I want to be out of here. I thought the story, you know, we could cleanly finish up this arc. Seems that we cannot. And because we cannot, I'm going to just leave it there. We're going to exit the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys Wednesday. I actually have something planned. Someone actually suggested a game to me. So, fun little surprise Wednesday. I'll be trying to continue the Voidwalkers comic soon. By the way, By the way, hello Twitch, you can find me on YouTube. Hello YouTube, you can find me on Twitch. Also, I do art on various places online. Have fun finding that. I'm out of here. Goodbye. I have some things I need to do.